thank you. I finally remember. With the whip move. I was complaining about, or I was watching previous videos, right? Hold on, let me pull up the video. Let me check my YouTube history. I was going through my YouTube history, and I saw this video of like, it was a tribute. It was a Tekken tribute video, right? Of Infinite Azure. After Tekken 8 was announced, so it was like people are slowly stopping on playing on Tekken, whatever, yada yada yada. And then as I was watching it, here it is. I noticed Eddy has there's so many moves that Eddy had in Tekken 7 that they removed for Tekken 8. Which then made me realize, if they're removing them for Eddy, it means they're saving them for another character. Either they're saving them from Christy Montero, if they decide to add her, which I have my doubts. Or if they decide to bring Lucky Chloe. If they decide to bring Lucky Chloe next year, she might have some of Eddy's removed moves. I have Tekken 7 and I tried Eddy. He's nothing like Tekken 8, bro. That's what I'm saying. Eddy from Tekken 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is completely different from the Eddy in Tekken 8. For example, his Bananera stance. In the previous Tekken games, when he was in Bananera, he was doing the splits while upside down. And he could like helicopter spin. They removed that, so now his legs are like very close together, very compact. So that, I don't know. Even his Negativa, when he's in his Negativa, he's like this on the floor. Now, in the games when he's in Negativa, he's like this. Like they've changed his fighting style. So that's all I'm saying. If they decide to add Christy's probably gonna have the moveset of like Eddy. The fuck? Oh, that's why. She's most likely going to have a lot of Eddy scrapped moves. That's how I see it going. Either it's going to go to Lucky Chloe, or it's going to Christy. Although I doubt they're gonna include Christy until like year 3, right? Because they still have other fan favorite characters to include outside Christy. Like they're gonna add Mordok, they're gonna add Armored King, they're gonna add Miguel. Katarina, I don't really think they're gonna add her like that. Gigas, they might add another collaboration character, like what they did with Akuma, with Negan from The Walking Dead, and Netero. Kunimitsu, she's another female character another character that might get added. Nina, Anna Williams, she's probably gonna get added. There's so many fan favorites in the DLC or in the community that are going to get added before Christy gets added. But like I said, if they do decide to add Christy, another Capoeira master, she's most likely going to have the scrapped moves that Eddy had. So the moves that Eddy had that were removed they're going to go to Christy or Lucky Chloe, one of the two. That's my guess right now. Like yeah, if she comes out, I'm probably gonna buy her because I do like Christy. But I'm not gonna main her. She's not gonna be in the main. She's gonna be one of those characters that's like, oh yeah, she's there. I use her from time to time. But yeah, I know the 3 characters, and I'm saying it right now. It's going to be Eddy, Leroy, and Lei Wulong. Once Lei Wulong comes out, he's going to be my pocket main, my tertiary character. Next DLC is most likely gonna be Murdoch and Fukumura. Yeah, I remember they data mined it. That's how they found out that, oh, there's gonna be Ladia. It's going to be in this order: Ladia, Murdoch, Fukumura. Fukumura is coming out at the end of the season, or at the end of the year. Fight. Okay, that's his back 3+4. That is his down forward 1. That is his down back 4. Yeah, it's his down back 4. Again, down forward 2. No, that's his back 3. Back 3-3. Yeah. Okay, these combos, they're in Tekken 8. Yeah. He does not have that slide tackle anymore. Give me my slide tackle. I want my slide tackle. Okay, because you have them niggas, them fucking Lee and Law, where they crush. Whoa! and then they just like slide tackle you. I hate that bullshit. Give me my slide tackle back. I want my shit back. Add a new move. Like, Bandai Namco has shown that they don't care. Right? They will new moves to characters, especially legacy characters too. They gave Kazuya like 2 new moves. I want my slide tackle back. Okay, doing that is his while crouching down forward 3+4.
KO. You win.
Lee's slide doesn't put you on the ground, but Shaheen and Laws does. True, but Lee's one is annoying as fuck. I will say, all those little inch, where they're crouching and you can see them inching towards you, and then they just slide tackle like wee. Those slide tackles piss me off the most, especially Laws. Laws, by far, pisses me off the most because it's always slide tackle into uprising nunchuck, and that shit is so fucking annoying. I'm a Lee main now. I love slide. Guaranteed, if I see a Lee crouching from a distance, I know he's going to slide, and trust me, I will low parry. I will go for the low parry. You will eat that shit. Like, get that shit out of my face. Especially the Lees that love to spam it, where they'll like crouch, slide tackle. Now they're in your face, slide tackle. Like, oh my god. Then they go low, high.
Fight.
Okay, that is down 4. I don't know if I like the way Eddie's Negativa looks in the previous game or how it looks like now. You literally just explained my game plan, I can't lie. Because all Lees play the same. You all play like you have no brain. I swear. All of you. It's like with Law and that running, his running. Like every Lee fights every Law fights the same way. They throw that shit out like it's fucking candy. Especially if they're fighting somebody they know who struggles with sidesteps. Even then, sometimes I try to sidestep it and I still get clipped. The move is just janky. Bro, that move to me is as annoying as Azucena's running coffee. Yeah, I don't know whether or not I don't know if I like Eddie's Negativa stance now or in the previous games. Hold on. This compared to where Eddie's like both his hands are on the floor by like behind him. It definitely looks more like swaggy now than it did back then. Yeah, his Negativa back then is like, How come? Can Eddie? Eddie cannot do this off rip. Eddie cannot do this while standing. In order for Eddie to do this, he has to first do his forward circle or forward 4, then R2. Forward 4, 3+4. So it's cartwheel and then into this move. But then at that point it becomes so predictable that most people can see it, and then when they block it, you're minus like what? Minus 23. Minus 23, minus 26 on block. So it's... Man, give me this move back! Give me this move back! I don't know what... Oh yeah, actually... If Eddie's... Look. I know exactly what move it's... Wait a minute. Shit, they can't. They can't make it the button input that I was thinking of. They can change it. No, they can do it. Because what I was thinking is that they could either make it his semicircle 4, but then I realized semicircle 4 is already designated to when you're in heat. His semicircle 1 is a launcher, so it can't be that, right? So I was thinking it's either like this, which not really. I was thinking this, but if you're in heat, then it becomes that. So not really the best of moves. It's either this or that. So yeah, I was thinking, what happens if you could turn it into its like semicircle? If you could turn it into like semicircle 1 plus 3 plus 4, instead of it turning into this where it's just considered as like semicircle 3, make it a semicircle 3 plus 4 to let me do this part of the move. Yeah, because it sucks that I have to do this first, and you see minus 24 on block if I do this. So yeah, I know there's like the mix-up now where you can do this, but like nah, just make it semicircle. What, I don't know. It can be figured out, even if it's a back semicircle 3 or back semicircle. Okay, I was tripped. Oh, it's because I kept on ducking. Okay, I don't know, but yeah, they could like change it a bit just to add that move back. Give me my move backs. Stop stealing. Why did they steal so many moves from me? Okay, that is his sidestep 1 plus... No, sidestep 3 plus 4. Yep. And it's a launch. It's a launch too. 14 frames, sidestep launch. But I've never like thought of a combo for it. Never mind, something exists. Never mind, okay. You see, bro, if Ed... Wait, can Eddie do that? No, wait. Wait, it'll be mind-blowing to find out that he can do that. Nah. No, man, why did you remove that? That would have been so cool. For Eddie to go to like square X, so 1 3, and then if you hold the button, it cancels. Well, I don't say it cancels, but it switches to Banana. That, you robbed me. I got robbed there. Bro, if Eddie could do this, it would increase his defensive capabilities so much. So much if Eddie could just like 1 3 into Banana and then just move away. I mean, obviously Dragunov fucked him up here, but still, I wish they brought this move back for Eddie. I hope they do. Also, again, I miss when the Banana was a upside down splits, because then whenever you pressed 4 to like do the kick shit that Eddie does, whenever you did this shit, hold on, like whenever you did pressed 4, instead of doing this, he would spin while in the upside down move, so he was like a helicopter. Shit was fire as fuck. Sucks that they removed it, but I guess it expanded his hitbox so much that it made him punishable. I don't know. Like, it expanded his hurt box. Why?
Fight.
Good grab break. That good low parry. That was his... Yep. His back tooth 4. Yeah. Just in case you don't want to do this move. Because people can block the last one. So like... You know, create some distance, do some damage. Is what it is. But good low parry from the Dragunov. Good throw break. Wall rising 3. Back 3. Again, give me my slide tackle. I want my slide tackle back.
Round 3. Fight.
I wish. What happened to Eddie having a launcher like that? Almost everybody in the game has like this very easy 14 frame launcher that is like so innocuous. You can just, you know, you just somebody into the air and then you can like combo them into infinity. What happened to Eddie's one? Why did y'all decide to remove Eddie's one? What did Eddie do? He didn't deserve this. Wait. Okay. His down back is that. Like, instead you replaced it with this sidestep bullshit where, mind you, he only sidesteps right. He only sidesteps right to throw this move out. So it's great against opponents who are sidestep right. Not against characters that are sidestep left, though. It's such an ass move. At least make his, like, up forward. Up forward 2. Make his up forward to that move. Where you can just have the 14 frame launcher. Instead of both, like, up, back up. It's like, his up back, his up, and his up forward are all literally the same move. Sidestepping in the same direction. Change one of them to make it his 14 frame launcher. Just like he had in Tekken 7. Why did you have to remove it when so many characters can just into the air with little risk? Actually, how much is this shit on block? Oh. Minus 13. But the windup is so, you know, 19 frames for 13 frame punishment. So many characters in this game have like 14 frames. 14 frame launcher. That is just, and then you get knocked into the air. Like pops you into the air. With like minus 8 frames on block. Give Eddie his one back. Now that is cool. That is cool. Why did you remove this? I have no idea.
Fight.
Like that. Just give me that shit back. Just let me just smack people into the air. Just like everybody else can. Especially considering that Eddie doesn't have any jumping launchers. You'd think that this is a jumping launch. Right? Like a hop kick. You'd think that this is a hop kick, but if you notice, it says standing the whole time. But every character can just hop kick you into the air for a launch. Hop launch you. By the way, I just wanted to say, I understand that Eddie does have a jumping launch, I suppose, which is his sidestep 3+4. That is a 14 frame mid launch. No, it's a 14 frame high launch that exists for Eddie. Although, I mean, compared to the other jumping launchers that everybody else has, like King, Paul, Lee, Law, like, compared to all those jumping launchers, Eddie's sidestep 14 frame thing is kind of lackluster. Not to mention, while yes, it is 14 frames to start up, you also have to account the sidestepping aspect as well. So it's sidestepping frames, then 14 frame launch. So again, compared to everybody else's, it's pretty ass, so I'm still standing on it. Eddie doesn't really have his own jump launch, okay? So hey. That is so cool, man. Why did you have to take this away from Eddie? This was not necessary. You did not have to remove this move from Eddie. It's so cool. Oh wait, I just realized they removed it Hold on. They removed it so that they can add this move for his install. Still though, I'm happy that the install exists. But like, this move is so cool the way it comes out. In Negativa, it's like, damn. Oh, into a combo too. Like, man. We got, bro, the Eddy of Tekken 8. The Eddy of Tekken 8, he's cool. He's cool and all. But like, he's no Eddy from Tekken 7, bro. He's not this. Like, they're not the same. I mean, they have a lot of the same moves. But like, there's so many moves that this nigga has that I wish Tekken 8 Eddy had.
Round 4. Fight.
Yeah, in this game, they decided to not only make that move a longer startup, 31 frame startup. It's like, it's so much slower now. Like, holy shit, and how much is it on block? +5? +5 and has chip. I guess, right? But like, it's still ass. It's ass compared to Tekken 7. That was a launch in the previous Tekken games? Excuse me. Hold on. There we go. Oh yeah. Now look at how much knockback that shit has. Previously, it was a safe 14 frame launcher. Now, on counter hit, it not only does it not just make Eddy +6. It's a mid, short, makes Eddy +6, cool. 14 frame, +6 on block. Or +6 on hit. On block, -5. On counter hit, it ragdolls. It doesn't even launch, it ragdolls. This is the 14 frame launcher Eddy needs. This is the 14 frame launcher Eddy needs that everybody else has. Just instead of making it knock so far back on counter hit. Instead of making it knock so far back on counter hit, just make it launch upwards. Just like every other character. Just like Eddy in Tekken 7. Even if that was on counter hit, let's entertain it, right? Even if it's a counter hit only thing, 14 frame, high elbow, mid high elbow, -5 on block, counter hit. Could even increase the amount of frames that's minus, like -5 to -8, whatever. But minus, you know, he hits you, that shit on counter hit, it shouldn't ragdoll you so far. What it should do, like this, an immediate launch. 14 frame, perfectly fine. Either just make it launch regularly or make it launch on counter hit. Either ways, it already existed in Tekken 7, added in Tekken 8. Eddy, back in Tekken 7, was not even top tier. He was mid tier, at best. Right? He was mid to low tier, according to the most people. And these moves were perfectly fine. Take these, give them to Eddy. Give them to the Eddy that exists now. It's not hard. If it exists for this Eddy, and mind you, if it existed for this Eddy and Eddy was still considered mid to low tier, what's the problem with adding it now? Nah, y'all severely nerfed the fuck out of my man, bro. Good combo. The fact that Eddy can cancel that, I wouldn't say cancel it, but continue it into Banana Nero, back into Negativa, that would have increased 100%. it would have increased Eddie's versatility tenfold. Being able to cancel moves and change them from Bananera to Negativa back to Bananera increased Eddie's versatility by 1,000,000%, but 10 times. 1,000,000. 10 times 1,000,000. Instead, now Eddie is so committal with these moves that I don't think you can cancel this into anything else. I haven't seen any Eddie, even pro players. I haven't even seen a single pro Eddie player change this shit. But still, if they allowed me to have the versatility that Eddie had in Tekken 7, I would have been so happy. I wouldn't even care if you nerfed his damage, but gave him this versatility. If you nerfed Eddie's damage, but gave him this versatility, I'd still be fine with it. I'd still be happy. Because then I can express myself more. I can be so creative with Eddie if I was able to move like Tekken 7 Eddie. I would, like, my creativity. Like, they buffed Paul and Raven so that these characters can express themselves, express their creativity. Do the same thing with Eddie. So I can express my creativity with switching between Bananera, Negativa, and all that stuff. Because that's literally the basis of Capoeira. But hey. That right there looks like it could be an install. I want my slide tackle. Give me my slide tackle back. Now look, I've been complaining a lot. Eddie is great. Right? Eddie is great. Right now in Tekken 8, he's broken. The fact that there was a whole 333 debacle about how broken Eddie is in terms of his damage and the mix-ups and all that stuff. Yeah, great. He's great. But moving into Tekken 8, picking up Eddie, it did feel like there was a lot lacking. And the more you watch Eddie move in Tekken 7, the more you realize how much was removed from Eddie, how much is lacking. And I want all of that shit back so that Eddie can express himself the way I used to express him in Tekken 5, Tekken 6, Tekken 7, Tekken 4. That's what I want. I want him back to what he once was. I miss the old Eddie. You know? On some Kanye shit. I miss that Eddie. That allowed me to be so creative with Eddie that every single time I picked up Eddie, somebody was like, oh man, he's about to hit me with some nasty shit or some confused shit. He's such an easy character to pick. I miss that Eddie. I don't even care if you nerfed his damage. Just give me the expression that exists in the martial arts that is Capoeira. Like, Capoeira is the reason why I decided to buy Eddie in the first place. I bought him for the sole purpose of this type of expression. He's the only reason why I bought Tekken 8 to begin with. I bought Tekken 8 thinking Eddie was going to be part of the main cast. Right? Because I wanted to main him. I found out he wasn't. I was like, okay, cool. I'll wait for the DLC. Came out in the DLC. Bought him. I'm like, great. But now so much is missing from him. I feel like I have an unfinished product for my character. My main. The character I've been maining since Tekken 4. So I want this freedom of expression back. Like, for example, this move that Eddie can do. How Eddie can do this, right? Back then, Eddie could spam this. He could spam this down back circle or down back 4. Now, he can only do it twice and then it leads into install. Which, cool. I appreciate the fact that the install exists. Right? I am very happy that it exists. It adds more to Eddie when he's in, because now he can do this, which at +2 it turns into a hell sweep, or he can do this, right? It's pretty nice to finally have these two moves. However, it was nice when Eddie could just spam this move. Like, he could just keep spamming this shit. It was nice when it existed. Now, I'm not saying that move has to be brought back. Actually, I'm kind of fine with this. Like, I've already gotten over it. I'm happy with the fact that the install exists instead. But yeah, just like movement-wise. The ability to cancel from Negativa to Bananera, back into Negativa. Some moves can start up from Bananera into Negativa. The fact that this move, previously, This move previously could go into Bananera, but now all it does is leave you in Negativa for the Hell Sweep or the you know, the 50-50 mix-up. It would have added more versatility to Eddy if I could do this back into Bananera and then confuse people with, oh, what is he gonna do now? Is he still gonna go for the mid? Is he gonna go for the Hell Sweep? Is he like, it would add more versatility to his 50-50 mix-ups. Good low parry.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Okay, that's in Tekken 8. Tekken 8. Tekken 8. That's in Tekken 8. See, man. I know, you can still do this. You can still do this in Tekken 8. Yeah. Yeah. Literally. Literally. Yeah. And then, yeah. Okay. Great launcher. It would have been nice if that was the launcher in Tekken 8. That move right there, pretty cool. That goes back into Negativa, and then you can use it to hop kick. Good shit. Oh, he's not gonna do the low high. I will say I do like that they decided to add the low high, which then guarantees a grab. I haven't used this one in a minute. I usually now do the one that like pushes enemies away from me instead of... Yeah, I don't do this one as much anymore. But anyways, yeah, it's nice that they've decided to do that, and that one of them is on activation. It's a heat activator or a heat engager. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a like. I'm gonna give that a like. I will say there was so much from Eddy that has just been stripped from him that I don't know. Eddy doesn't really feel like Eddy anymore. Like, no, he still feels like Eddy, of course. But it feels like the core, his expression. That's a core aspect of Eddy. And his expression has been stripped from him. Now it feels very stringy. You know exactly what he's going to do afterwards. You know what strings lead into what. And that's what bothers me. Because then that removes the unpredictability of Capoeira. Right? When a character only does strings. Like, I don't... Look, 3-3-3, 3-3-3, 3-3-3 is convenient. I don't want to use it. I want to be able to express myself more often. Let me cancel Bananera and all that stuff. Keep an enemy on their toes. Right? Keep them defensive and offensive. Let me do that. Instead of just dumbing Eddy down so much. To where now there was a whole... Oh, Eddy's brain dead because 3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3. He's the Black Quarang. Right? Just let me use the fundamentals of what Eddy was. Expression. Expression.